Welcome back, everybody. Today's class, we have a short Pilates class for you today, mainly core focused. We'll get in and move from one sort of posture to the next. No real rest in between, so hopefully let's get this core real fired up. Let's get right into it. The only equipment you'll need is a block. If you don't have a block, you can get by without it today, but really just something that you can squeeze in between your legs. We'll come back to that. I'll pop that over the side for now. We'll start in downward facing dog. Going to down dog. And just pedal out the feet a little bit. Press the hands down and forward. Lift the hips nice and high. Just a couple more moments right here. All right, from there, lift the left leg up towards the sky. And bring the left knee as high up towards the left shoulder as you can and squeeze that into the upper arm. Nice, release. Swing that leg back up towards the sky. 4 more times. Forward, squeeze into that upper arm. Reach it back up. 3 more. Forward, squeeze it in. Lift it back up and try and lift it up as high up on the shoulder as you can each time. Maybe on the tricep towards the elbow, that's fine. 2 more right there. Reach forward, squeeze it in. 1 more. Forward. Nice. And then step back to downward facing dog. Straight to the other side. Lift the right leg up. Rock forward. Again, same thing. Squeeze it into that upper arm. Reach back, reach up, forward, squeeze it in. Nice, 3 more, lift up, forward. That's it, keep going. 2 more on this side. 1 more. Nice, and then back to down dog. Hold down dog. 2 or 3 breaths right here. Adjust my shirt, then rock forward towards high plank and pause. In that high plank to fire that up a little bit more, press hands and feet down and try to drag them towards each other. Holding here, breathing as best as you can. It's really that drag towards the center that really fires this one up. Keep holding about another 15 seconds. You might get a little bit of shake. As you might see, I'm shaking a little here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down onto the forearms. I like to interlace the fingers, or you can have the palms straight down on the ground into a forearm plank. Same thing, elbows drag back, feet pull forward. And actually, I'll plant the hands down for this version. Again, we'll hold here about 15 seconds. Pulling elbows back, trying to pull the feet forwards. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fall down to the ground, let those forearms press down, pull the chest forward, a little bit of a sphinx here. And release. Grab your block if you had one and roll over onto your back from here. From this position, so we come to lie down on our backs. And we'll bring that block, if you've got one, in between your feet, legs facing straight up towards the sky. With those feet, squeeze into the block and reach the arms away from you. Lower the legs down towards the ground, continue squeezing the block, and then arms and legs lift up. And if you can, touch the block, hold for a moment, and lower back down. We'll do 10 here, that's 1. Lift up, press, squeeze, 2, for 3, 4, 5, halfway there, stick with it. Keep squeezing into the block. That's 7, 3 more. 8, 2 more. 9, and 10. Nice. Release the block. From here, come back to a tabletop position, hands and knees. From here, we'll do a little bit of work in a hovering tabletop. So this one, I like to curl the toes under, press the hands down, and lift the knees just an inch or 2 off the mat here. Just like we did in that forearm plank and high plank, hands try to drag back and feet try to pull forward. And we'll just hold here and breathe. And really try to drag and slide those hands back. Sticky mat's not allowing that, and feet are trying to pull forward. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. From there, just sit back on the toes for a moment. Reach the arms back behind you. Pull the chest forward. Nice. And back to that same position, that hovering tabletop. Curl the toes under, lift up. And then from there, try to keep the hands and torso straight as they are. Try to bring the left knee up towards the chest and bring it back down. Right knee, back down. Really try to squeeze it in as tight to the chest, just going side to side. We'll do this for time. Do about another 15 seconds right here. Really squeeze in each time. Hold for a second or so on each side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, rest back. This time, interlace the fingers behind your back. Press the arms down and away. Reach the arms back behind you. Do a couple more from that hovering tabletop position, and then we'll get into a different position from there. All right, release. Same position again, hovering tabletop, lift up. And this time, trying to keep the torso fairly facing straight forward. Just shift the hips and trying to rotate towards the right. So the knees turn towards the left. And then rotate to the right. You should feel a good contraction in the side of your body here. Pull through the obliques. Trying to keep the chest facing straight down. But just shifting the hips side to side. If this becomes too much on your wrists as well, you can go up onto the fists instead and do the same thing. Stick with it for another 10 seconds here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, from there, come back onto your bums and we'll work from boat to low boat positions. So we'll start here. Actually, while we've got our blocks, while we're seated here, we'll plant both feet down on the ground. This one will work a little bit of the side of your core through obliques and some rotation. So grab the block out in front of you. If you don't have a block, something to squeeze into. From there, start to shift your weight back until you feel your core start to engage. And from there, we're going to rotate to the right, but using the obliques and everything inside the core to rotate. So don't just move your arms from side to side. That's easy peasy. Roll back and squeeze everything on that right side to rotate to the left. Get as much rotation as you can. Come back through center and rotate to the left, squeezing everything on that left side. And back to the right. Moving from side to side. Sorry for my heavy breathing, but it is hard work. Rotate back to the right. Back to the left. And if you're with my pace, that's fine. If you're a bit slower, that's even better. One more side to side. Nice. All right, we'll pop that block to the side. So now we'll do a little bit of work from a boat position. So from here, options here, you can have the fingertips down on the ground. You can have the arms reaching in front of you, find your challenging version. My hip flexors are a little bit taxed, so I'm going to do mine with my fingertips down on the ground. Squeeze the legs together, pull the knees in nice and close towards the chest, and then straighten the legs, then squeeze the knees into the chest. Straighten, and pull the knees in. Trying to keep the knees nice and high the whole time, so don't lower down each time. Try and keep the knees nice and high. And we'll do this for time. About 15 seconds here. This is our last little bit for the front of core. And we'll do some back of core stuff. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right. From here, we'll come to lie down on our bellies. And we'll do a little bit for the back of core. Let's come to lie down. And from here, reach the arms back behind you, and we're going to do some nice, simple, straight up locust holds. You can have the feet together if that doesn't compress into your low back. Any little back issues, you can take your legs a bit wider. I'm going to have my legs together, squeeze them together, lifting everything up, arms, legs, chest, and hold. Trying to extend through the spine. It's as if you're reaching your chest forward and up and just holding here. And you're squeezing the legs together. If you've got them together, hold here about 20 seconds. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Rest your head for a moment. Take a couple of breaths. We'll do one more for the back of core, and then we'll get you out of here. Nice quick class today. So this next one we'll do is swimmers. So for this one, reach your arms straight out in front of you. Bring your forehead down to the ground to start. Legs down. From there, lift everything up, and then swimming from side to side. So the right arm stays up, left leg stays up, and you're switching from side to side. The opposite diagonal leg and arm is lifting, and you're trying to keep your chest lifted up as high as you can. And we'll go about 20 seconds here. Working for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. And then from there, a couple of quick little stretches to cool down. Just take a nice, gentle child pose. Reach the hips back and down. I'm trying to keep the hips reaching towards the heels. And with the arms, the fingertips, creep the fingertips away from you. Get a little bit of length through the side of the body. All right, nice. Release that. And then we'll finish with a Sphinx. Come lie down on the ground, forearms down. A little press of the pelvis into the ground here. Use those forearms to press down, shoulders back, and pull the chest forward. Okay. Release. That's our class for today, everybody. Nice quick front, back, side of core. Nice quick little class for those that don't have time for a full class, but this is great work at any time. Thank you. See you again.